In just a week, I want to become hentai artist. Now, basically, in a week, I'll be studying the art of SakimiChan to see how much can I improve, and at the end, I'll try to even make an illustration in the style of SakimiChan. So, to be honest, the first time I saw her illustrations, I was amazed, okay? It was like, I don't know, like 5, 6, 7 years ago, I don't remember. I loved the details in her illustrations. I loved the soft skin, you know, all those clothes, the poses, I mean, the proportions, everything. I just, was amazed by that. So, why not study that to actually improve? So that's what I did. That was an amazing plan. And spoiler, it didn't go exactly as I planned. So the first day, I had this amazing idea to try to recreate a couple of illustrations of her for every day. Okay? And that was a brilliant idea, right? Right? No, it was fucking garbage. I was thinking like, okay, yeah, everything is here, just copy and use some brain, but wrong. Big wrong, just wrong. So after an hour and a half of, trying to actually practice, study the illustration, I wasn't even halfway, okay? It took me like 1.5 hours. I just got mad because it was already late. I was hungry. I wanted to go to sleep already, okay? I just knew I cannot do that. And it was day 1, okay? So that was amazing. And going to sleep, I knew that I cannot keep up with this, okay? I need to change something, like focusing on every part, like, the lighting, the proportion, the composition, and everything. Try to study all those parts. At the same time, it wasn't really smart to do that. So, day 2, and straight out of the gate, I hit a huge fucking wall, okay? So, basically, I was so drained of yesterday because there was no way that I could, do those couple of illustrations a day. So I needed to change the plan. So instead of copying her work endlessly, what I wanted to do is I wanted to break those things up. The smart way to do, the smart way that I should have done at the beginning. But I didn't. So I've changed the plan, new plan. So for day 2 and 3, I wanted to focus on proportions or on poses, okay? To like capture the I mean, you can see the proportions of her style, those thighs, those hips and stuff. Focus on that, and also to do poses, okay? The poses are so dynamic. Now, on day 4, what I wanted to do, I wanted to focus on faces. So I realized that the faces are not the main point, obviously, of her illustration. You can guess what is, and that's what I wanted to do on that day. Just focus on faces, okay? Try to capture them. Now, for day 5, I wanted to do skin tones and lighting, okay? Because I really like the way she draws skin. And now on day 6, I wanted to do clothes, okay? I love the way she nails the textures, the flowy, ribbons and stuff. Yeah, it's amazing. So I wanted to do that on the day 6. Now, looking back, I could have done more. Now, going further into day 2, I started to practice. And I did a couple of poses, and also with that I tried to learn the proportions. And proportions are basically like big hips, kinda smaller chest, but not all the things too small, and the face, which is not that small, okay? But yeah, just focus on the big shapes, and they are very big. So with that, I did a couple of poses. I really like them, okay? I think they turned out great. And yeah, I went straight to day 3. And day 3 was pretty garbage. I don't know, I lost motivation for everything. So what I did, I wanted to draw, but I went to work at night. And there I draw. I did a couple of poses. And, I tried to pay more attention to, the angles and stuff. Because like there's some perspective that you need to learn and stuff. And yeah, I just tried to focus more on the proportions and the poses, and I think they turned out decent for me, at least decent. So yeah, that you can actually see that her art has a lot of contrappasto, or I don't know French or whatever, Italian, and it's a lot of dynamic stuff. So basically what I think it's called, I don't know, the contrappasto or whatever, is where the clavicle has, the different angle to your hips or whatever. I don't know, the bones of hips or something like that. Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of you know, the flow, okay? So one things go here, second go here, and bing bong, okay? So yeah, that's what I realized. And also, as I said before, the camera angle is sometimes from below and sometimes from above. The poses are tilted most of the time, or I don't know, there's a lot of like sitting on knees or whatever. If you like this video so far, you can leave a subscribe and you can get my free brushes on Patreon. So after that, I went to day 4. And day 4 was for faces. And you can see, obviously, as I also said before, that the faces are not the main point of her illustrations. They're nice. I really like the way she draws them, but they're more important vocal points. So their faces are really soft. I wanted to, you know, get the softness of the face. Okay, the face features, there's not really a lot of sharp edges, not a lot of contrast in the faces. There is more contrast in others areas, but not faces. And yeah, the faces are soft. They're kind of stylized, like semi-realistic, like anime stuff. Not too anime, they're more realistic, and I mean, you can see that. And also what I did at that time, I was taking notes, and they were game changers. Trust me when I say this. I took notes, and they were game changers. So what I did is, first, I draw from reference, okay? I draw, here is reference, and I look at it, I draw, okay? That was the first. Then what I did, I, you know, saw what was good, what was bad and stuff, and then I traced. So I traced to let my hand, you know, like feel the motion, feel the curves and stuff, the lines. And then what I did is I looked at the notes, okay? And I tried to improve it, and I think I did a great job. So now day 5, and day 5 was for skin, for light, and it was so tricky to get the skin right. I've never done any color studies, and I did the skin, okay? At the beginning it was pretty garbage. So here what I wanted to do is I obviously traced, okay, the pose and stuff, so I won't be focusing on that, but I wanted to study the render of the skin. So the first illustration, you know, I've learned something, and I looked at the one like time lapse and I tried to recreate it, okay? It wasn't that bad, okay? But luckily what I found out is that a couple of years ago, before I dropped art, I just bought a Patreon term from SakimiChan, and in that Patreon I had how she renders the skin and stuff, and I was grateful for that. So I watched it, I watched all the tutorials that I got, and you know, I went to the next illustration. I wanted to do more, but they already take me like, I don't know, 2, 3, I don't remember, maybe 4 hours, or even 6 perhaps, and I didn't have much time that day, so I only did 2. But the second illustration, I think it was much better than the first one in terms of skin, and I improved. And to be honest, it was something that I already knew, but I cannot stress it enough. It's an OP technique, and it's basically the lasso tool plus airbrush. And also I saw that she uses one brush, the hard one brush, and she just changes the softness, the hardness of that brush. So basically it can be either a hard brush or airbrush, and that's good. And you can, you know, go between, okay? It depends on what you want. It gives you a lot of control, and it's amazing. So then the day 6, and at day 6 I was just trying to draw clothes. So I studied the fabrics that she draws, I studied the texture that she does and stuff, and you know how the folds are looking, how their flow and stuff. First I did a couple of sketches, and I wanted to give up. Really, I wanted to give up. They were turning garbage, and the whole study took me like 6 hours, I think, or 5 hours, I don't know, something like that. So I mean, there was a lot of practicing daily. But then I wanted to try with color. I wanted to, you know, try to render the stuff. And you know, the first illustration I did, I really liked it. I learned. I was thinking at the end of this challenge that if I used brain, I would make so much progress, but I didn't use that much brain, but still learned a lot. So the first one was, you know, like a latex and stuff. I really like that. The other one was also latex. I really like that. And the third one was like a dress or something, and I really liked it. But overall, I was happy with the clothes, okay? I've never practiced clothes, so it was, you know, like, okay, yeah, I can kind of draw them. The biggest thing that I actually got from that, it was the, you know, the flow between the hard edges and the soft edges, okay? Also, between adding some lines and then erasing those lines to make, you know, like the contrast between light and dark and creases and folds and I don't know, like everything. So that's why I actually like the third one is my favorite, okay? And to be honest, I was so proud, bro. So now it was day 7, okay? I started day 7. I wanted to make this illustration, okay? I just wanted to take everything that I learned and apply that. I wanted to first plan the drawing. And at the same time, there was an Overwatch update. I really like the game. I've played it probably like a year ago. And I saw that there's a skin to my favorite character. And the skin is my favorite character from other game. So it was basically a Widowmaker as Sylvanas. And I really like that. So I wanted to draw that. You know, I wanted to, you know, see how much I improved. So what I wanted to do, I started planning, okay? I had this character now. I just knew what I want to draw. So I wanted to do something dynamic, okay? I wanted to do a dynamic pose with a little bit of, you know, from below. And I saw that SakimiChan uses light to basically show the main point of the painting of her. And I wanted to do the contrasty stuff to have like more contrast in the areas of the focal point. I had these poses and I had this everything in my face, in my head. So I started drawing and it didn't go as smooth as I wanted. So I started sketching and I got this pose one, okay, that I really liked and then I didn't like it. Then I changed it and I really liked it. Again, you know, I did the line art and stuff and I saw that I don't like the face. So I changed it. So, you know, I finished the sketch and stuff and I just said, okay, I cannot bother with that. I'll do that tomorrow. Now it's the day 8, okay, one day after I should have already finished it. And I realized that I really don't like the way the sketches and everything about it. So I fixed it again, okay. And at the end of the day, I did line art. And yeah, and guess how long it took me to finish the sketch, okay? Yeah. It took me fucking 15 hours. So I just said it, okay, fuck it. I gotta finish it. It is what it is. The sketch is like that, okay. Then I just, you know, the next day, it's already like day 9, which I wanted to finish it at day 7. It's day 9, okay? I just started to draw and I realized I don't like the face. Then I realized I don't like the way I render Tommy. All this stuff that I learned, it just went bye-bye. I don't know where it went. I was so demotivated. I just started rendering and stuff. Okay, whatever. I said, okay, trust the process. And I did. It was garbage. Okay, like the roller coaster of emotions that I had throughout this painting. But okay, I kind of had the base of render, okay. I started to like the way I rendered skin. I said I'm proud of myself, okay. Like, okay, the tummy, the belly, it was nice, okay. I really liked the way I did that. Bravo. But then I just realized I don't have a background. So I went, okay, fuck it. Let's just do black background, okay, I'll just do some light or whatever. Good enough. So then I started rendering more. I rendered, you know, a little bit of hair, which I really like the way I did hair, okay. It was different that I was doing before, okay. And also I didn't practice hair. So I was drawing, okay. At one point, I mean, I'm pretty proud of this painting, okay. And also like getting the skin right, okay. I don't know why I did. I mean, I was wondering at like, I don't know, halfway point, I was wondering why did I choose to draw that. Like, I didn't practice armor, okay. I didn't practice the blue skin, okay, and I didn't practice background, but whatever about background, okay. Why does brain not think sometimes? But I just kept pushing and I guess I finished, okay. Now, the final reveal. Guess what? It didn't take me, obviously, 7 days that I said at the beginning, okay. It took me way more, okay. So, it took me 2 weeks, okay, two fucking weeks, okay. Like, and guess what? The sketch took me 15 hours, 14, 15, whatever. And the whole painting took me 30 hours, 29.45 minutes. Here's the finished painting, okay? I really like the painting, okay? Don't get me wrong, but it took me way too much. I don't know, like, I'm seeing like some does or that does like 2 hours illustration, which is amazing. And whatever. But also, as I said in the beginning, I'm becoming a hentai artist. So I had to do that. I cannot show that. I'm sorry. You know, after watching a couple of tutorials of Sakimi-chan, okay, it's much easier to draw characters in just skin, okay, not like clothes. So that's it. I did that, okay. Whatever, okay. That was once, last time, maybe not. Maybe one day I'll be down bad and I need to become a real hentai artist. This week, not really week, those 2 weeks, okay, this time that I did that challenge, okay, it took me way too much time. It gave me a lot of emotions, okay, and at the end of the day, I'm happy that I did it. I see that I improved, okay. I really like the way I rendered skin, okay, and also I like the metal and stuff, and I didn't practice it, so I just realized, okay, yeah, cool, I can draw kind of metal, okay, that's cool. And now, is it perfect? Obviously it's not perfect. I improved and I can clearly see that, but yeah, I'm really happy how it turned out, okay. I really like it, okay, and obviously now looking at it, I would change a lot of stuff, but I guess that's good because I know that I can do better. And also, if you want brushes, I have 3 brushes that I used to do this, okay. It's pretty cool. They're free. Go on my Patreon, and also you can check out the tutorials monthly, okay. You can join my Patreon and get tutorials. This month I already have posted there the basic heads, how to draw heads, okay, and heads in perspective, okay. There's 2 tutorials, you can get them, you know, just join my Patreon, okay, and you can get my free brushes on Patreon, so you can join that also. Yeah, now what do you want to see next, okay, because I'm thinking of Sando's art or Rose draws. I really like them, okay. I want to also do the League of Legends splash arts, so you can help me choose. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. So now go and create something, okay, something nice, okay. So obviously, like, subscribe if you like this video, comment, okay, whatever you want, and yeah, you can go and check out my socials. So yeah, to the next one. Bye.